What's up, boys? Got some player props for you guys today over on prizepicks. Prizepicks, if you guys don't know, is a great website. Definitely recommend joining. I use them all the time for my player props. So, yeah, definitely hop on prizepicks if you guys aren't already on there. It's available in most states, so there's a good chance it's available in your state. But use code DOMG when you guys do go ahead and sign up. They match your first deposit up to $100, 100%. So, I definitely recommend joining prizepicks. Great website. I use it all the time. But, yeah, we're going to go ahead and talk about some player props today, January 3rd. So we got a couple up here. Getting this video up a little bit sooner. I'm trying to get these videos up as soon as I possibly can. I know a lot of people want to see these sooner, and I'm trying my best. But yeah, sometimes not all the props are on the board this early, so because we still got like 6 hours till game time. But yeah, a couple more announcements before we do up in this video. Patreon. If you guys are already on the Patreon, I recommend joining if you guys wish. It's $10 a month. You guys get my daily picks every single day. We were 2 for 3 on power plays yesterday, so a profitable day. 4 out of 5 on the total picks. So 4 out of 5 total picks hit. So 80% we did yesterday. So usually I try to do a spreadsheet where I give about like 5 to 10 players a night. I didn't do a spreadsheet last night though. I just did my picks and we hit 2 out of the 3 power plays for NBA. So that was pretty good over on the Patreon. I recommend joining. It's perfect time right now if you guys are thinking about joining, because you guys get it for the rest of January instead of like joining mid-January, because then you only get it for the second half of January. So that link is in the description if you guys are interested in that. So free Discord in the description as well. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. But make sure you guys like the video and subscribe. Really does help me out. Turn on post notifications. That helps me out as well. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and hop in this video here. Sorry for the really long intros. Just had to get a bunch of stuff out of the way. But yeah, free Discord is in the description as well if you guys are interested in that. But we're going to talk about a couple things here. There's one player I really like in particular today. So I guess we could start with him. Yeah, we'll just start with him. Kyle Kuzma. Kyle Kuzma, he's got a lot of interesting stuff on the board. A lot of good looking stuff. He's at 29, 25, 22, 20, or 12. What's it? 20. And 18 right there in his last 5. So he's been killing it in his last 5. No Spencer Dinwiddie, I don't believe, for Washington. So yeah, no Dinwiddie. I believe the last 2 games, I think it's been. It might be a little longer than that. But no Dinwiddie has really changed his team a lot. Beal is dishing out a ton more assists. He's taking on a facilitator role. And then you got Kyle Kuzma here, who's been killing it points-wise, taking over scoring-wise. So this game is very, very interesting, though. It should be pretty good. It's a low spread with a really high over-under, so that's really, really interesting. It should be a pretty good game for overs in this one right here. So let's talk about some stuff with Kyle Kuzma here. So 18.5 points is what his line is at right now. He was 17.5 earlier, but they bumped him in for good reason because there's a pretty good shot he goes off tonight, once again, for the 3rd straight night. So coming off 29 points right there, January 1st. Starting out 2022, pretty good. But so we're going to look at season here. We'll change it up in a little bit here. But they have him starting at power forward, according to RotoWire NBA Daily Lineups. This isn't always accurate, so do keep that in mind. But let's take a look at power forward here. Points that the Charlotte Hornets are allowing. So power forward points the Charlotte Hornets are allowing season long is 22. So that's really, really good. I like to not necessarily pay attention to the number, pay attention to more where they rank among other teams. So one of the easier matchups that he's going to be going against here. And he's been getting this done in his past 3 games. So there's a good shot. He actually does end up doing pretty good. So last 7 games here, let's take a look at this. So this is where it gets a little bit more interesting, because now the Hornets are one of the better defenses against power forwards in his last 7. We could take a look at like last 15 and stuff. This tool is very, very good. I like it a lot. Fantasy Pros defensive versus position. So, but then if you look at last 15, the Hornets are really, really bad again. So they're kind of all over the place, it looks like. Last 7, though, they've been pretty good. So a lot of, they got a lot of their guys back, but no Washington tonight, PJ Washington. So Plumlee is back, but yeah, I don't know. I do like him a lot today, Kyle Kuzma, for points. But let's just hop on the Kuzma train. Let's go and take a look at another one for Kuzma here, because I'm liking him a lot today. But I've always liked him as a player. So, but 12, 10, 7, 10, and 10 in his last 5. So he's gotten a couple double-doubles there. But yeah, 12, 10, 7, 10, and 10 in his last 5, averaging 9.8 in his last 5. So let's take a look at this here. Against the Hornets, again, 2-point spread, 232 over-under, starting at power forward. Already take a look at all that. So let's take a look at rebounds here that the Hornets are allowing. And the Hornets, again, are one of the easier matchups to rebounds. They're allowing 11.78 in their last 7. That is the last 7, by the way. And I forgot. I was going to make that season long. Let's actually make that season long real quick. And the Hornets are the second easiest. So I'm like, probably rebounds a little bit more than points. But I think both are very, very good options. I like Kuzma a lot today. I think you should be able to really do some damage against Charlotte. Or maybe even go both routes. You can't decide. Go with fantasy score. A lot worse hit rate here when it comes to that, because usually he's going to need like a steal or a block to hit this, but you never know. He also has to dish out some assists when he's not been getting done. I don't really want to touch this assist prop right here. It looks good, but I don't know. I don't really want to touch it. I almost say over, under, but I don't know. I'm not trying to go against my boy Kuzma today. Kind of going for him. But let's take a look at some more stuff here. So I got 2 more for you guys. Actually, kind of 3 that we can take a look at here. But these are all going to be 76ers. So, yeah, I'm kind of really just on these 2 games as of right now. It's not going to be like that on the Patreon, obviously. I'm going to do a lot more research because we got 10 games. But not everything is up on PrizePicks right now. But a lot of stuff changes between my videos and the Patreon. So, but this one's really interesting. So 13-point spread. This is more than likely going to blow out. So be aware of that, taking overs. And 217.5 over-under right here. So you got to be aware of the blowouts. You kind of want to stay ahead of the curve on this one. So let's take a look at one here. I'm going to go with Tobias Harris. So Tobias Harris here. A little bit of an older player, kind of. Not really. 29 years old. That's kind of right in the middle. He should probably be resting if it is a blowout. So 18.5 points here, though, for Tobias Harris. So 9, 19, 23, 16, and 25 in his last 5. 3-out hit rate in his last 5. This is probably going to be my least favorite prop of the day, but I almost still want to put it in here just because of the blowout. So, but power forward going against the Rockets here. Take a look at that. So the Rockets here, it is going to be a very, very easy matchup for him. We take a look at last 7 here. It's a little bit harder in the last 7, but not really. So it's still a good matchup for him. He's not played the Rockets yet this year, but he's also only hit this 4 times out of his last 10. So a lot of the times you gotta pay a little bit more attention here, because as you can see, it's a 3 out of 5 hit rate. You're like, oh, that's 60% in those last 5. If you take a look at his last 10, it drops down to 40%, 4 out of 10 in his last 10. So you gotta kind of pay attention to this a lot. But Tobias Harris, 18.5 points, I do like on the under because of the blowout and his last 10 game hit rate. So the only thing kind of scaring me away is obviously the matchup. But whenever you play the Rockets, you're more than likely going to have, it's going to be a good matchup. So let's take a look at some more stuff here. So I got 1 or 2 more here. Let's take a look at one of my more favorite ones of the day. And that is, I've seen a lot of people on this already, but, oh, they took it down. Oh, they really took it down. Man. I like Seth Curry over 3.5 assists. They're probably going to bump it up to 4, or they're going to put it back. There's times where they take it down and then put it right back up. So we'll see. But they had Seth Curry on the board here earlier at 3.5 assists. They have a 2.5 rebounds. I've not taken a look at this, but that actually kind of looks a little good. But it is a blowout, though, so pay attention to that. He's also an older player, so 31. But yeah, I like assists for... Yeah, he's not on the board. Dang it, man. They took him down right when I clicked the record button. But I like Seth Curry over 3.5 assists. So if you can find him 3.5 assists on some other site, or if they put him back up at 3.5 assists, I definitely do like it. So shooting guard going against the Rockets here. So let's take a look at that. So shooting guard against the Rockets in the last 7. So the Rockets are allowing 5.44 in their last 7. So we take a look at season-wide, and they are kind of about right in the middle. So they've gotten a lot worse recently at stopping assists to shooting guards. So I definitely like them a lot for assists today. I've seen a lot of people on that one early this morning, and they rightfully took it down. So yeah, that kind of sucks. Was really looking for the assist one right there for Seth Curry, but guess it's not going to happen right now. So maybe they'll put it back up 3.5, maybe 4 assists. We'll see a little bit later. But Joel Embiid is an interesting one. This is one that I really don't want to touch, but it's also very, very good at the same time. I mean, because again, blowout potential. You got to be aware of that. But he's in a great spot here. 27 points is what he needs to hit this over, but 34 averaging in those last 5. He's had 34, 36, 36, 23, and 41. He's been staying over that. He's been around 34-ish for quite a while here, his last 5. So looks really, really good in his past hit rates. But he's going against the Rockets today with huge blowout potential, like we said. But center going against the Rockets. Let's take a look at last 7. So points here. They're allowing the most points to centers. 31.58 in their last 7. And that's not Joel Embiid they played. One of the, if not the best scoring center in the league. So, yeah, Rockets here allowing a crap ton of points to centers in their last 7. That's, I think, the biggest number I've ever seen on this. So, but season-wide, they're still allowing a ton, 24.37. But, yeah, they've been getting destroyed by centers here. So, He'd be matching up with Daniel Theis today. Hopefully I said that right. Theis? Honestly, don't know how to say his name. I'm horrible with names. But also no Christian Wood. So, yeah, he's getting benched here. Same with Kevin Porter. He ruined a lot of people the other night on his assist prop. Had a decent shot to hit it. And he decided to throw some stuff at a coach. I think it was. So, yeah, and then he did not play the second half. So, yeah, it's a pretty good spot for Joel Embiid. I almost, maybe even first half. I mean, I don't personally have a lot of good luck with first half. I know a lot of people do, but he needs 14. That's all he needs in the first half. He needs 14 points against the Rockets. So there's times where he gets off to slow starts in the first half, though, and then finishes off the second half very strong. This probably won't be one of those games, though, considering the blowout, but he's in a great spot tonight for first half or full game. So that's one that I definitely do like a lot. I'm not sure if I'm honestly going to play it just because I hate blowouts with a passion. I try to stay away from them as much as I can because that ruins everybody. So there's too many of those. So yeah, I think that's pretty much going to do for today's video, man. I appreciate you guys watching. Again, if anyone is new, make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn post notifications. Those are things that would help me out. But I will definitely see you guys next time. Use my code DOMG on prizepicks. Really does help me out when you guys use that. It helps you guys out as well. First time deposit up to 100%, $100 deposit match. So yeah, pretty awesome. But that's going to do it. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.